Are you tired of the expectation of being a creator? Don't you want to just go and make shit? Well, look no further, because today we're going to talk about Valheim, a Viking survival game by Iron Gate Studios. This game has given me bucket loads of serenity during quarantine, and I have spent countless hours building houses, beating up deer and boar, as well as weird little creatures that seem to be reincarnated husks of dead Vikings. Without further ado, we're going to go into my first video, where I talk about the houses that I've made in my current playtime of Valheim. Have fun! Me wanting to talk about how cool this game is. Game, nighttime. Absolutely cannot see anything. This video is going to be a house tour, starting from like my very first location to like where I am now. So this is where we start. We're gonna go to where I built a base early on. Oh, I was actually off the road. Womp womp. But this is where I first built a mini settlement of sorts. This was going to be a long house, but I just never came back for this place because I had to go deeper into the map to actually explore things. We're going to make some 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. Do I have any meat on me? The answer is yes. So my first little housing thing. Throw some fire in there. Throw some fire in there. My first little house had a little side bedroom, torch, spare gear, a little workshop area, stone for crafting. Oh shit, I'm on fire. So, it's not the most perfect thing I've ever built. In fact, I can see where it's lopsided a little bit. Not bad for a first build. I would give it maybe like, I don't know, 5 for creativity, 5 for execution. It's not bad, but you know, eventually I got better. This is the first Black Forest, which is a second biome, expansion house that my friend and I made. We took a abandoned tower and repurposed it. Not the most solid build, but given the circumstances that we were working with, it's not bad. So, second base with a little fireplace thing, beds for respawning. Very basic, not much to look at, but it was good for us to farm core wood to get where we needed. Not bad, but yes, again, you see that you can do quite a bit in this game. If I can't own a house in real life, I might as well own a house in virtual life, because let's be real, I am not affording a house anytime soon in my lifetime, if ever, without assistance. Our second base, or technically first, full base. We were working out of here for a little bit. There's got a cart and everything. This is when I really got crazy with like trying to like build this into a proper base, but this one I easily give a 7 out of 10, just because I am so proud of it. But yes, you can see this is where our other base is. Just so we could be close to the Black Forest, but also, you know, be in the relative safety of the meadow. But we kept on moving inwards from here, so that's what we will do. Hey, whose body is that? Oh my god. I'm also not gonna lie, the entire time during quarantine, this game was the only reason why I was able to see any kind of greenery. Like, granted, it's also because, you know, in winter in Chicago, you don't see green a lot. And even though I was going out to work, it's just gray and the same route every day. But now the sun's out, so it'll be a little bit more pleasant to be going to work nowadays. Now we're at the second expansion. I would say this is a Second attempt at that village type kind of structure we saw at the very first base. So this is where I teleported in. We can show you that later, but I'm gonna put my torch away so I don't scare my piggies. This is a small pig farm. It's too dark to see anything right now. This, well, this is a portaling room, but I'm gonna change that later. This is a long house. A house that's long. Could put a bed here, but I'm too lazy. And our first ever trophy room. So, gonna do some more improvements here, but resin. Down here is a docks to go to other areas that I was trying to like expand into. Docks for sailing. This is a longboat that we are going to use once we start getting ready to expand into some of the few endgame areas in this game. Small dock. Oh, come on, really? This is the base I'm the proudest of. I'm giving it I'm giving it a tentative 10 out of 10 because I know it can be better, but I'm pretty proud of it as it is. A whole ass garden in the back. This is my house up here with a like complete little balcony and shit. Little space for sitting, a little fireplace, and then houses I built for my friends instantly. Here. A parody on Bed Bath and Beyond. A little storage area for all the different weapons. It's not a long house, it's a long home. This is the reason why I say this area is 10 out of 10, okay? I put in so much effort into it. And yeah, before anybody asks, I did spend several hours in this game instead of, I don't know, whatever the fuck actors are expected to do. Well, no. I'm expected to take care of myself, and no one can ask any more of me aside from that. So, yes! It is day! Now you can see things a little bit more clearly. Again, this is a repurposed tower that we just kind of slowly expanded and improved over time. And this is why Valheim is such an amazing game. Like, as you progress further, your constructions can get more complex. You gain the ability to work with stone and with metal. Like, I kept a stone cutter and a forge out here for crafting purposes because they have a fixed radius. Because what's a game without limitations anyway? But to even get here in the first place, we had to sail, and I'm gonna get fucking accosted by this guy. Excuse me. Let me pull up the map and show something. So if you look at the map, this is where we started. To get to this point, we had sailed along this coast to where we are, and then, like, set up a base here. No. And then there's, like, more different little markers I left all over the place. We haven't, like, made any solid ones as far as, like, going further than here, but the plan is to get to this area. But let's run back. But we landed here first, and then just slowly worked our way in. Because, spoilers, further down along this island, we found, a swamp, and figured that it was big enough for me to expand into. The answer was no, it wasn't, but, you know, it was good for our purposes at the time. As far as you can see, Valheim is perfectly playable if you solo it, but as with all things, it's more fun with people. Like, I built those houses for my friends. I, every now and then, will gather material and make gear for them. Because it's fun. I like making things with people. That's, at the end of the day, why I do the career that I do. But because, you know, everything kind of came to a stop, can't really do that. Unless you find other ways to do it. And this was one way that I did. Look at how beautiful this place is. Nice little tower with a forge, workshop, and everything. And coming out here, the cooking area, and a village. I'm not gonna have the money ever to afford shit like this in real life. So why not have it in a virtual world? Well, after this, I think I'll go into, like, exploring all the different biomes and bosses. provided that I ever nut up and go solo the bone mass alone if I have to. But for now, this has been a very quick tour of Valheim, using houses as a method, I guess. That's 2 villages and 3 bases, and you can see how things progress and improve from there. And even if you don't want to deal with the survival aspect of things, you can always, like, you know, hop on somebody else's map and um you know, they either do the fighting stuff for you, or I don't know, one way or another. It's a very fun game. It's very low effort. Like, this game was under a gig, 2 gigs, which is incredible for a video game these days. If you're new to gaming or don't know how or where to start, this is not a bad survival game to get into. Like, it's more chill than Minecraft. And yeah, I will die on that hill. Weird hill to die on, maybe, and I will be dead, but you know what? It's okay.